Hello everyone, welcome on Advanced Excel VBA tutorials. Today is our tutorial number 16 and we'll be talking about Power View and 3D maps. So I would like to tell you, whichever the data we'll be using, you need to download it from the website bi-analytics.org. So let's start. Power View is a data visualization technology that lets you create interactive charts, graphs, maps, and other visuals that bring your data to life. Power View is available in Excel, other than that, it's available in SharePoint, SQL Server, and Power BI. Power View is available as an add-in for Excel. You may need to enable the add-in to use Power View in Excel. I'm assuming that you all have Power View enabled, and we'll start directly with the tutorial. So let's move ahead. First of all, we'll take step-by-step journey and understanding how we will work on Power View. So we'll take directly examples and we'll be solving some of the cases. First of all is we need to prepare data for Power View, which means that we need to add the data in the data model. This is an important thing that we need to do. What is data model? A data model allows you to integrate data from multiple tables, effectively building a relational data source inside an Excel workbook. Within Excel, data models are used transparently, providing tabular data used in pivot tables and pivot charts. So we will not go much into data model right now. Just we will understand that we need to add data in data model, and in the next tutorial, then when we'll come out working on pivot tables, then we'll cover data model in depth. Fine. So let's make a chart. Say we have a T sales data which says we have year, we have state, we have units, we have products. So we have the year wise sales data with location also. Fine. So let's try to make some interactive chart and try to understand what is this Power View is all about and how to start with. So what is our first step is that we need to put this data into data model. So let's start. Let me open my Excel. This is the data and we need to first put in the data model. Now there are two options. First is that I will tell you how to insert directly into data model. Second is when you try to insert pivot table, there is an option which says add this data to data table. So let me first walk you through insert pivot table. Sometimes if you don't have a power pivot and you want to see this, say first of all what I will do, I will say Control T, which is used for making a shortcut for table, and I say OK. So this is my table and I will rename this table as T sales. So I know. So this is my data table. Fine. Sorry. So I have named this table as a T sales. Fine. So now if I say insert pivot table, see insert pivot table. So there is an option add this data to data model. We can take this to add this to data model, but this is not the way to do it. What we will be doing is cancel. I'll go into this Power Pivot tab and there is add to data model. Only we have to use this. So this will be available for us to use in Power View. So this data model has been inserted into this table has been inserted into the data model. So let's start. So when you say insert, there will be a button called Power View as add-in is enabled. We have to click this and it will open a new worksheet type Power View window. As we have sheet 1, we'll have a Power View 1. Let's open. this is the power view, and by default it has taken everything. This is my table, the sales, which has been inserted, product, sales, units, year. This is the fields they have given to us. This is table, bar chart, column chart, other charts, maps. This is a design view. This is a power view. Fine. In this power view, you have themes, background, set image, something like this. Fine. So we are into design mode, right? So by default, it has made the table for us, and it says you can just drag this to make it small, big like this. You can rename this as, say, chart sales like this. You can add this the title over here. Fine. So let's start. So by default it has made a table for us, but we want to do something else. Let's make a chart. So our objective is that let's make a chart by, say, products and sales or year and sales. So what we need to click? We need to click remove product, remove state, and keep on only two these units, year and units. What actually it is summing the year. If you can see this, there is a summing button. So what I'll say do not summarize. Okay, I will click do not summarize. So this is my year wise data has come like this. Fine. Now let's make a chart. So we go into design, we say let's make a stacked column chart. Fine. So this has we have made a chart. So this is the how it chart works. Fine. So we can make another chart. What we can do is let's click on see, when you click it will change its value. So right now we want to keep everything. So this is the why the chart has been made. Now let's make another chart. If you click this, click in the blank space. This is called the canvas. Fine. These are called the panes, like power view panes. This will have some title by, tiles by, value, axis, legend based on a chart we have used. So let's begin. Try to follow me what I am trying to do. So by this you will understand what actually power view is. So let's click in the empty space. Now I have a chart available once again. Now I select a field. Say I select once again units and year this time. Fine. And I will say do not summarize because I don't want to sum years. Do not summarize. Fine. Let me drag it out, make a bigger one, and this time instead of table I say line chart. So I go into others chart and click this line chart. Fine. So this is the total sales has come. We have years and this total sales. But look, I want to distribute by products now. There are type of products, type of T available. So let's make it out. So what I do is I click on product right now, and products is being entered into legend. Fine. So this has become a different type of chart for us. Fine. Does it look good? Look, you can always make it to view large. If you want to click on this, it will pop out. How this comes pop out? Fine. You can again do it. You can do pop out. Fine. So this is the way the charts are made in Power View. This is the first step we have done. Fine. Okay. This was the data where we had products, states, years, and we made two charts. Now we will talk about filter option in the charts. Okay, how can you filter the data? Filter your visualization based on the charts. Let's start. There are three options available to filter the chart. First is if you select, say I click on this 8. So the report will change. There was no product. Say I do this. So it is showing one point only. If I select 2, this will like this. It will select 3. So based on that, when you filter one chart, other chart will get filtered. So this report will change based on your filter options. Fine. So this is called filter by charts. Okay. Second, in every field, if you click it again, say I click all. Now there is another option of filter which is here. See, when you hover on the chart, there is a filter button. So just click this filter. When you click this filter, you got options like this. So say in years, if you select it out, you have 2000 to 5. If you want to drag this, say you want to keep it 2005 to 8 to some years. So like chart has been reduced. Then you can also do it list mode. So now you can select all years, or what you can do is select 2011, 3. So this is a filter option available in our charts like this. So this is how a filter is done. So we learned about two filters. First is filter by chart. Second was a filter option. Fine. Let's talk about another filter now. Now there is a called a filter by slicer. What is this? Say I copy this chart. I click on somewhere different place. You can say click here. So I'll zoom in out. There is a filter option available in products, years. No. So what we need to do is to go back, zoom in, say products. So I go into this filter option. Years, I select all years, right? I can control. You can select multiple years by pressing control also. Okay, fine. So now what I want to tell you that I click on say some another place, and this time I say I want to insert a slicer that will help me out in filtering. So I click say only products. So these are the products I got. Let me notice. See, I put the mouse over here and I say product. So these are my filters available. So what I want to do is I will say in design there is a called slicer button. I will click this slicer. Now see what will happen. So this has become a slicer for me. So if I select one product, it will filter. If I click another product, it will filter. So based on these slicer options, my reports are changing. So this is the way interaction is being done with the help of slicer. Fine. Hope you are able to understand. Okay. So this was like another filter option. So this was slicer. Now I will show you how to use tiles. There is another option called tiles. How to use it? You click on this. This is my report, and I say there is an option tile by. Tile is another filter option. So I say tile by state. Fine. Now actually state has been come to legend. I don't want instant. I'll just drop it out and place in tiles. So see, this has become the tile. Let me zoom in out for you. Or let's copy it, Control C, and insert another Power View page and paste it over here. Control V, like this. Okay. This has become zoom, better for us to visualize. Now I'll make it a larger one. Now what I want to say it again, that I go into this states option, and it has actually done the legend one, but I moved it to tiles one. Fine. So look, this is the, we have got tiles. So now if I say CA, which is California, so this is the report for California has been converted for us. You can change, select the states, you can select multiple states. So this is the tile option. So it gives you an individual opportunity to see your data, to analyze, compare the figures. So this is another way of filtering your charts. Fine. So this is the filter option we were talking about. So we had learned how to make charts in Power View, and then we talked about filtering options in the Power View. Fine. Look, I am not making a dashboard right now over here. What I am telling you is what are the features available in Power View, and only way to learn is download this data file and do it by your hand. If you got any problem, please ask in the comments. This is the only way to learn. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now we'll talk about multiples. This is another option which talks about you can create a series of charts with identical axes and arrange them side by side. What means is, say you want to make a chart year end sales, okay, but for every product you want a different chart. Like for this tea you want separate charts, so you want multiple charts to be created, so you can compare easily which product is performing better, or how you can compare the product sales. So we need to understand that there is a multiple option available in the charts. Let's walk through it. So this is my chart. I'm removing the tiles now. I click on triangle and said remove field. Fine. So this is my chart. Now what this chart says, this chart is a units by years. Fine. Now what I want is that this is for entire all products. I want to bifurcate the products. What I want to do is I want to bifurcate the products. One option is to make a one option is select product and make it show like this, but I don't want this. What I want is I want multiple charts, one chart for one product. That is my objective. So it is very simple. What you need to do is there is an option called horizontal multiple or vertical multiples. See, either vertical multiples or horizontal multiples. So what we'll do is we'll put these products into say vertical multiples and see the magic. So this has done a magic for us, that we can see that we have got 5 products and we have sales available for all the 5 products in a different chart. So this is vertical because in every line there are 3 charts and we are moving ahead in a vertical direction. So that's why it is vertical. If we did horizontal, then all 5 will come in a horizontal one place. You can see this. Say if I go to design or layout, you have a grid height which says set the number of multiples to display show in width, set the number of multiples to display across. So how many display across? Say I want to display 4. So now I have 4 charts available like this. Fine. Grid height. I say I want to show 2. So here comes like this. So now there are 2 lines with 4 pattern. So you can plan your design your sheets like this. So this is how multiple thing works. Now if I say I convert this multiple to horizontal, what will happen? All charts will come in the same direction. So this is the vertical alignment and that is the multiple alignments. But this is a very good feature. Say if you have to make, there are 100 products and you want to make similar charts. So at the time of Excel you have to paste 100 times changing some figures. Now it's very easy, smart way you can do it. Fine. So this was multiple charts. Please let me know how are you, do you enjoying this session or not? Please write in the comments. Let's move ahead. Now I will talk about annual sales of each product in a separate chart. Yes, we have showed this to you, that this is how we created annual sales of each product in a separate chart. So this was a feature of multiples. Fine. Let's move ahead. Now we'll talk about sales by region, a map feature. So now you can plot the sales by region into the map feature. What does this mean? That there is a location and you need to tell how much product has been sold in that region. Let's start this thing. See, what I'll do is I'll make another insert power. So we have a blank canvas available now. Now what we can do is, I need to have what are the things we need? We need first of all sales units and state units. Fine. So I say let me select state, which is the location, and second is we need units. Fine. So these are the two things that we need to plot. Now it's very easy. Go into this map feature and this will do the magic for you. Click on map. So here comes our map. You can zoom in, zoom out like this. So this is my map feature available, which talks about you in this. We will also put products. Then it will be clumsy, but yes, it is possible. So we have put in the color direction. So there are color for different products like this. If you say like this, vertical multiples. So it will make a vertical multiples like this that we talked about. Let's move once again to colors, products. Fine. So this is how we can make this. Now this is size is for units. So bigger the units, the size of that representation will be bigger. Okay. So this is how you can do. So now say suppose you want to tile by year or tile by product. So when the tile will come up, so based on that product you can identify the changes. Fine. So this is how sales by region is done. Now another thing I will talk is about time series scatter chart and a bit of animation with it. Next chart. So we'll make a scatter chart with animated movie. So now we'll take a new database. Okay. So let's try to understand. We have a crime data which talks about years, how many violent crimes, how many property crimes, and how many murders. So this is the data we have available, and we want to make a scatter plot which show some animation year by year. This is our target tool with the help of Power BI. Fine. So let's move it to Excel. Let me save this file. Save. Fine. Now let me open another database. Crime data. So this is my crime data available. I am closing this file. So we have a crime data available which talks about years, violent, property, murders. So what will be our first option? First we have to add to data model. So first I'll make this a table, Control T. Remember, shortcut is Control plus T for inserting a table. Okay. Now we say go into pivot table, Power Pivot, and say add to data model. So this is the data model. We have inserted the data. Let's close this out. Now what we need to do is we need to again open a Power View. Insert, click on Power View. So let's talk about data. So because as we are doing, we need to click murder, we need to property, violent, fine, and we need to put a scatter plot to it. So I say scatter. We are not at time right now. Yeah, but see, we need to add year. Click on this. You can also select like this and say add to description, add to details. So this is our data like this. Fine. So we can see the scatter plot. But what we need to do is that we will put into a play axis. See, we have a, so I click it again and say add as a play axis. Click on this. So what happens is that we have a play axis like this. So let's see what we have done. We have kept x-axis as a murder, but we will not keep x-axis as a murder. We will say it is a size as a murder. So I replace it in this, and what I'll do is I'll put x-axis as a this violent. So add as a x values. So look, we have now x-axis with violent, y-axis as property, and size as a murder. So number of murders will demonstrate the size of the chart bubble. Fine. And we have added a play axis, and we have added a description as well, detail axis. Now see, what I'll do is, let me first zoom in and see how animation. There is a play button has been inserted because we have put here in the tile axis, play axis. So let's move and see. Now this is the animation. It's moving year by year, and it's showing you the data bubbles like this. So this is how, this is just an example that animation can also be done, and we can play with time series. Fine. So this was the idea to tell you know how we can work with scatter charts. Okay. Okay. Now we'll talk about 3D maps. Say we have another data in power capacity which has states California, various states. You have county, you have company, you have plant name, you have capacity, you have energy source code, and you have energy description. So this is the data, and now I want to use to plot all the power plants in the states with the help of a 3D map. This is our another exercise. So let's start. Let me open the database. Let me save this first. Control save. File. So we have a data available. What is our option to do? First of all, we'll make this as a table. Control T, and we'll add to data model. So I say pivot, add to data model. This has been done. Okay. Now let's move ahead. So now we will using 3D maps. Earlier it was doing power view. Now let's move to 3D map. So we have an option insert, and you have this 3D map option. Fine. Let's open this. Open 3D maps. As you will be opening your first time, it may ask you that allow us to use a Bing. So this map is synced with your Bing maps. So it will ask you for permission or something like this. So let's see. So now we have options available. What I say is there are states like this. So first of all is a location. So I say in location say states, and I add the field as a my state field. Done. Height. We can say the capacity of the power. What is the capacity of power generation? So we can use as a height. So capacity. So based on that, the height will become. In the category section, we can say energy description. What type of energy is performed. So there are the legends available. Fine. So this is how our map has come. Let's see this map. You can zoom into this map. See, so when you zoom in, you see how things are going on. Plus. So this is way we can make a 3D maps, which we can play this tool. So if there's a huge, you can see that a tool can be played, which will show you how that animation is moving various locations. Fine. You can zoom in. This is quite interactive method. So idea was to tell you also that the 3D map is also available, and this is the way that maps are plotted in the Excel. Fine. You can also make it a flat map by clicking this. If you click on this, the map will become a flat map. So this is also possible. Play tour, create video, you can capture screen. There are some interesting tools available. Maybe we'll have one case on this specific 3D map to make a video to showcase you how can you make a video with this thing. Fine. So this was an idea to tell you how to use this thing. So my first of all request is that make sure whatever charts we have made, what I have done with the practice, just do it side by side. Make sure to download the files. All 3 database Excel files I will upload on the website. So you can download that and please do it yourself and let me know how was the learning today. Did you enjoy it or not? Fine. So let me close this. Remember to join the website, open it bi-analytics.org, join the club BI Analytics with Excel, share your learning by commenting on tutorials. It is important. How I will came to know that you are enjoying this, what are the difficulties you are facing. So whatever the learnings you have done, please write in the comments and ask your problems in the forums. We have a dedicated forum section available where you can ask any problem, feel free. Fine. So once again, thank you very much, and please like and share and subscribe to our channel. That will be quite helpful for us. Okay, thank you.